This is the Schmo. We're in downtown Melbourne, Australia at the Expensify office. We're out here covering UFC 243, and thanks to our friends at Expensify, we don't have to worry about our travel expenses. We use the Smart Scan technology, upload our receipts, and Expensify takes care of the rest. The Schmo wasn't born to do expenses. Make sure you check out the link below, use the promo code Schmo, get 50% off your first 3 months. Let's go.
Valor, but it's a good one. Familiarity.
Yes.
Nice.
You still look good.
Thank you.
This is the Schmo with the pro, Raging Al Iaquinta, number 6 ranked lightweight in the world, UFC 243, Melbourne, they pronounce it. How we doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I love the energy.
Five years ago, you fought in Sydney, Australia. You got the victory, man. How come you're so confident you're going to do the same thing against Dan Hooker?
I've trained a long time. I think as a competitor, I've just been competing for too long. I don't think I think Dan Hooker's a great fighter. He poses a lot of problems, but when it comes down to competition, I'm just a way better competitor.
One of your training partners, Aljamain Sterling, just had surgery, man. Otherwise, we assume he'd be there training with you, man.
Well,
right here for this fight camp.
Well, he was training with me up until a week ago. He's been one of the biggest helps for me in the gym. But he had to work, do his thing. He had to get his surgery done now, and he's actually in the air. He'll be here in the morning for the fight. So I'm very happy that he was able to make it. Aljo gets everything done. He's just a guy that gets things done.
The Schmo was going to ask, is it a little different here, being over here and him not being here? But he's making his way over here, you're saying.
Yeah, just knowing that he's coming, I've got all my closest friends and teammates here. We've got a whole crew out here that we've been training hard. And I've been keeping Aljo in the loop with what we've been doing. Ray, Longo, Matt, Serra, they got out here a couple days ago. And it feels like fight week. Any other fight week, it's great.
Do you remember any encounters with Dan Hooker? Because he was on the fight card. He lost to Barboza when you beat Kevin Lee the second time in Milwaukee. Do you remember encountering him?
I don't. Nah, I remember watching that fight before my fight against Lee, and he was, it was a tough fight for him. We were impressed by his toughness. But I remember a fight that he was in New Jersey. He was in my locker room. And I looked at the guy and I was like, "This guy's in." I remember him not looking great on the pads. I forget who he fought, but I think he went out there and he won pretty spectacularly. But I remember thinking beforehand, I was like, "This guy's in the UFC. He doesn't look good." I thought he was a 170 pounder. He was big. I think he might have been a 45 at the time. But since then, that was like my first. It's when I first saw him, and then I watched him and I was like pretty impressed. And since then, he's gone on a pretty good run. So I know I got a tough opponent in front of me.
Why take this fight, man? More risk for you. I know he beats James Vick, the Texecutioner. He calls you out. Is it because he called you out? You're ready for it? Why take the fight?
Yeah, that's it. He called me out. He said my name is Australia. This is a great opportunity for me to fight in front of 65,000 people in Australia. The Australian fans are great. It's like an experience of a lifetime. We got over here 2 weeks, 2 weeks early. Got acclimated, got some hard training in, met Dave Yonan at Legend MMA, and it's just been it's like we've known the guy forever, and all the people at his gym. We met some really great people out here, made some good friends, and it's at the end of the trip we're just gonna get into a fist fight. That's it. And I don't really look at the rankings too much. I knew that he beat James Vick, and that's a tough guy to beat like that. So I know he's got some momentum behind him. Been doing damage in the lightweight division, so I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to getting a victory and maybe some bragging rights because you're both real estate agents.
Well, I don't think he's probably not as good as me on that end. So I beat him in fighting too. It's not a good day for him.
Final message for all the Raging fans out there worldwide.
If you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, Raging Al Realty at yahoo.com.
Phone number? He's the pro, I'm the schmo. We're down under UFC 243, and we're out.